We will have no time to waste in preaching. We are in trouble, we are in crisis, and women are in the middle of the traps of these crises. But they are indeed part of the great solutions ahead. So the figures speak loud of the problems. If you have poverty, women definitely are poorer. If you have lack of access to finance, women are victims. If you have hunger, women and girls in particular are disadvantaged. This is an unfair world, but it needs to have justice through implementation, through projectization, through investment. We cannot really go on and on by preaching, but basically trying to provide practical answers in an implementation COP. So the figures tell me that 60% of the world's extreme poor are women and girls, 63%. When it comes to education, 2/3 of all adults are unable to read, happen to be women. In a world that had more improvements today in access to finance, 33% women have a formal bank account. So even in financial inclusion, we have trouble there. The world averages are improving in financial access. Dr. Bahoush said something about the means to support women, but the story goes like that. If you are in the world at large, you are okay. If you are in a developing economy, you lose advantages. If you are in a rural area, you lose more advantages and access. If you happen to be below age of 25, you have less access. And you happen to be a woman, you have almost no access. So this is the problem that we need to fix, because without access to education, science, finance will just be talking about the same problem forever. How are we dealing with this issue? I think the first thing is not just to celebrate diversification and how many women are in the panels, how many women are in the room, but how many women are in the decision-making seats. How many women can really have an impact. Globally, I'm happy to work closely every day with very influential, formidable women, known to all of you, unless you are from Mars. Amina Mohammed, the DSG of the UN, Kristalina Georgieva, the head of the IMF, and my good sister Ngozi. And we know how much they care and how much they have influence. At the leadership level, at the political level, I haven't seen more influential voice recently like the voice of Maya Mottley, the Prime Minister of Barbados, who are not just stopping at complaining, and you heard her here in COP27 providing something of a solution to the global financial architecture that requires the support. Not just if you are in a global stage or a regional stage, but wherever stage you have, we need your support for her proposal, because it's about fixing the global financial architecture that is affecting your work regardless where you are. So I have two proposals, plus one, just to be practical about things going forward. The first, and I like to commend the leadership of my good sister, Dr. Maya Morsi, when she had an initiative to raise awareness. I bet that all of you here are aware of the problem of the climate crisis, otherwise you won't be here. But around the world, through a Gallup survey, only 51% of the people around the world are aware that there is a problem to worry about called climate crisis. 49% are not aware. In our region here, it's even more worrying. Only 33%, based on a recent survey by my good friend Dr. Maged Osman, regionally, is talking here about 33% are aware. This, after this COP, should be different. After this COP, with the leadership of their work, I think this is an important area of work by Dr. Yasmin. Through this COP, through the engagement, through awareness of what we should be doing, this figure is going to be better like this time next year. But for that to happen, we projectized the idea by a local initiative led by by ministers, by the Prime Minister, under the auspices of the President. And I'm happy to tell you that in this project, more than 1,040 women projects had participated in the initiative. With the 18 winning projects, there are 3 led by women. These are just examples. From Alexandria, 3-dimension cutter from recycled material. From Cairo, we have, again from recycling, a women-led project in Cairo is producing accessories. And from Fayoum, golden hands using material from date palm waste to produce household appliances. So examples are there, and basically through the work, there is investment in knowledge, education, and beyond. Through the regional work, another pipeline of projects, we have been emphasizing gender. But what is the plus one here? The plus one is that we need to have finance to be flowing positively at the global scale when we reform the global financial architecture to make sure that climate finance in the future, especially adaptation, and we're very proud with the Sharm el-Sheikh adaptation agenda that is focusing on what we're discussing today beyond this room in water, infrastructure projects, resilience in food and agricultural systems, and beyond. We need the finance to be available for developing economy at a maximum of 1% interest rate, as a minimum of 10 years of grace period, and we need to lengthen the payback period to beyond 20 years. By that, we can really have some serious work supporting women through specialized windows. I didn't mention empowerment under the recommendation of my daughter. She says that you are undermining women when you are talking about empowerment, because those who are empowering can disempower. We don't need your empowerment. Thank you so much. We are self-empowerment. We need a chance to prove that we are worthy of it. Thank you. I know my daughter is always more popular and smarter than me. And this is what you get when you invest in women education. Do more of that. Give women a chance to solve the problems of generations for the sake of the future. Thank you so much.